We have a lot of new people here tonight, so thank you for being here. And just so you know that tonight is not a usual Elevate, so I invite you to come, one or two more times so that you can experience what Elevate is like on a regular basis, because what you're going to experience tonight is a little bit more music, a little bit less talking, and it's different than it normally is. But we're so glad that you're here. Hey, Keely. Hi, Liz. All right, so I'm actually going to invite everyone to stand on up just so that we can move around a little bit. And our band leader, drummer and vocalist extraordinaire, Kelby MacNayr, is going to lead us in the opening tune, which is a beautiful LeAnn Rimes tune called Sing Love Into the World. And there are no lyrics to follow. That's just a title slide. We're going to follow whatever it is that Kelby invites us to do, okay?
Hello, everyone. Well, thank you. Goodness gracious. It's good to see you all. For some of you, this song is familiar, and for some of you, it's brand new. And for the brand new ones, just feel free to dance and sing with gusto. It's pretty quick. You'll follow along. Here we go. It's in a call and response kind of setting. I sing love into the world.
I sing love into the world.
'Cause I sing love into the world.
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 'Cause I sing love into the world.
I sing love into the world.
Won't you sing with me now? Yeah, we sing that all together. Won't you sing with me now? All right, now I bring love into the world.
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 Won't you sing with me now? I sing love into the world. Won't you sing with me now? All right, now let's hear from the wonderful Pablo Cardenas on piano. And please take a moment to bless your neighbor, greet your neighbor, have a little dance party, move around the space, get comfortable. All right, here we go. I sing love into the world. 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 Sing love into the world. I sing love into the world. I sing love into the world. All together now. Won't you sing with me now? I sing love into the world. Won't you sing with me now? Let's do that part again. Won't you sing with me now? Won't you sing with me now? I bring love into the world. I bring love into the world. I bring love into the world.
I bring love into the
I bring love into the world.
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 One more time. Won't you sing with me now? Won't you sing with me now? One more time, everybody. Won't you sing with me now? Won't you sing with me now?
Woo! Mr. Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, and Kelby MacNayr on vocals and drums. Let's give them a hand. And the VTC Community Choir in the seats at the tables, thank you so much. Go ahead and sit down. Make yourself comfortable. And just so you know, on the table in front of you or beside you, there's some little chocolate ginger cake that I made in case you want to have some. Except if your name's Leslie, you have something different because there's no cornstarch in the thing that I gave to you. All right, so welcome everyone to another Elevate Wednesday at the Victoria Truth Center. It is our end of year Elevate, the final one for 2025, kind of bittersweet. And so here we are at VTC on this very special Wednesday. And before I go on, I just want to see who is here for the first time on a Wednesday. Look at all these hands going up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I wrote down people's names because I wasn't sure if I would remember everyone. So I know in this chair over here is Edward, and sitting next to Edward is Janet. Janet already invited someone here who is Patricia, who's sitting over here. And then we also have Sharon, who was here on Sunday, but is here on Wednesday. And then we have Alana in the back, who came from Dance Temple through Sherry. And then Diana, who used to come years ago, but we're meeting for the first time today, so thank you for being here. And then the rest are regular elevators, along with our Elevate Trio. So let's all give everyone a warm welcome the VTC way. We love you. We appreciate you, and we're so glad you're here. All right, let's give everybody a lovely warm hand. Fantastic. And so where are we? Sorry, I'm holding a mic, which I don't normally hold. It's very different tonight, Winnie, and I think it'll help ground me, but thank you very, very much. But yes, I don't normally have free hands normally. Anyway, so we have a different evening plan tonight because it is the last Elevate of the year, and so I wanted it to be more of a reflective opportunity so that we can kind of go through the year. But where is it that we're gathering? Why do we come together in community at Elevate? Well, we are here at the Victoria Truth Center to basically do one thing and one thing only, and that is to remember that there is only one thing going on. Now, what you call that thing, it can go by many different names. Here at VTC, we like to talk about love a lot, but maybe you call it energy, maybe you call it spirit, maybe source, creativity, the quantum field. For some of us, it can be God. Whatever it is that this thing, this creative, dynamic, energetic force is, that is the very essence of everyone and everything, the word that you ascribe to it is so much less important than feeling it, than being it, than recognizing it and championing and amplifying it in everyone and everything we meet. And so we come together in community to not only remember that this is who and what we are, but this is who and what everyone and everything else is as well. And so Edward is love. Janet is love. Patricia is love. The music that we just heard and experienced in our bodies as we danced and sang and connected, that's love expressing. And so the thing that we get to do here is we get to amplify that love. We get to amplify it in ourselves, in each other, and then right out into the world. And the more that we do that, what happens? The more loving and love-filled the world becomes. So how does that sound on an Elevate Wednesday here at VTC? Woo! All right, fantastic. And so let us also remember where it is that we are doing this elevating, that we are gathering on Lekwungen territorial land, the land of the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, whose enduring stewardship of the land, sky, and sea sustains all life that flows through here. We honor their profound reverence for the energies of these sacred spaces. So what a blessing, gift, and privilege it is to be able to live and breathe and work and play and co-create on these lands in the shared spirit of harmony, respect, and love. May our community uphold this legacy of care and interconnectedness that the Lekwungen peoples have and continue to embody in all that we learn and manifest here. Haichka. And so now we're going to move into some reflective music with the Elevate Trio. And I'm not going to introduce this because I don't know what it is they're going to play, but it is an opportunity to reflect. And so however that feels for you, I just invite you to open up to whatever it is that wants to happen and just enjoy. So let's just breathe into that vibration of beauty and harmony and artistry and love that we have just experienced, that we have just been gifted, allowing ourselves to be expanded by that divine energetic flow that is so alive, awake, aware, and aglow in every single fiber of our being, in every single element of this room. And so as we expand our minds and open our hearts and allow our souls to be further activated by every single aspect of tonight's Elevate, including the music, the community, the friendship, the connection, the conversation, the questions, the wonder, all of it. What an extraordinary opportunity there is to be more of who and what we are, to be the love, to show up as the energy, to open ourselves up to the infinite potentiality of being, from one now moment to the next and the next and the next. So for all of the love and energy and light and wonder and magic and awesomeness and dynamism that is present, knowing that there is so much more yet to come, I simply say thank you and yes, please to it all, knowing that whatever it is that every individual present is open to and willing to receive, that all of that is happening right here, right now. So for everything that is here, for everything that is on its way, knowing that tonight's Elevate is already a beautiful, amazing, and brilliant, successful done deal in the quantum field of infinite potentiality, I simply release my word as law, knowing all of this to be true, as together we affirm, and so it is. And so if you haven't already, I invite you to open your eyes. Just take a moment, and then please express appreciation for the band. Pablo, Peter, Kelby, thank you, gentlemen. So much playfulness in that tune. I just found myself looking up, we don't have rafters, but looking up at the ceiling and just could see like notes and chords just dancing around in the atmosphere. It was so much fun. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. There's going to be some extra music at some point, and there's going to be some reflecting on what our themes were this year. And so the theme that we started off with this year for 2025 was Here to Thrive in 2025. And I still remember when I showed this picture at the last Elevate of last year, and there was this like, this gasp when people saw it, because it was like, whoa, this is what we get to lean into in 2025. And then 2025 started, and it was kind of like, and the whole year for a lot of people, myself included, it hasn't necessarily felt like thriving so much. It's felt more like maybe surviving. But anyway, now that we're at the end of the year, I find myself reflecting on all the stuff that happened throughout the year. And even though there was challenge after challenge, crisis after crisis, and I'm just talking about my personal life and sort of like here in our community, never mind around in the world, what I'm realizing is that we're still thriving, that I am still thriving, that all of the things that got me, every single moment, all of the thoughts, all of the experiences got me to right where I am in this moment, right here, right now. And because of all of that, and because of being open to all of the things that happened, knowing that even in the moment when they felt really sucky and gross and challenging, that there were lessons and insights to be learned and revealed at some point, just being open to that, that is what has gotten me to where I am right now. And so I invite us all to now take a journey back through 2025 as we go through all of our themes from month to month, which all kind of help to get us to thriving in some way in this moment right here, right now. So our first theme was consciousness. And that's another word for that energy, that creativity, that dynamism that is the essence or the foundation of everyone and everything. And I'm talking like capital C consciousness. There's like little c consciousness too, which some people, will call awareness or knowing. But the big C consciousness, this is it. This is everything, right? And so this is what we wanted to lean into at the very, very beginning of the year. We wanted to start off with consciousness is everything, and love is all there is. I'm amazed that I can remember that affirmation from way back when. But that's what it was. Consciousness is everything, and love is all there is. That's it. That's all we need to focus on. That's all we need to remember. That's all we need to open up to. That is what is ours to show up as. And so as we explored consciousness and then moved into our next theme, it was about paying attention more intentionally, more purposefully, more mindfully. And this theme was actually inspired by a book study that my husband Glenn, who's one of the tech guys at the back of the room, that he led for a couple of months on the book by Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements. I just heard a beeping. Anybody? Yeah, I see some nodding heads. Okay. And so my attention just got pulled away from here, right? So attention, we wanted to be more intentional with our attention, right? What is it that we are focusing on? Because whatever we're buying, we are buying with our attention, right? And so what is it that we're buying with the attention that we're paying? We want to make sure that if it's something that we want more of, we want to focus more of our attention that way. But if it's not, then you know what? Maybe we need to make change, maybe we need to shift, maybe we need to pivot so that we can start focusing on something else and experience something else. And then that brought us to relationship. And this isn't just about relationship with people, relationship with groups, relationship with communities. This is about our relationship with ourselves, with our mind, with how we direct our thoughts, the beliefs that we're entertaining, the stories that we're telling. What kind of relationship are we in with our inner selves? What's our inner dialogue all about? Is it supportive? Is it life-affirming? Is it opening us up to experiencing more of that love, that energy, that creativity that we truly are? Or is it keeping us feeling small? Is it keeping us feeling hindered and hampered and like, ugh, why is life like this? So it was about exploring relationship. And I'm kind of looking over to Kelby because I'm wondering if there's something that's coming up for you. Excellent.
Am I in the house? Hi. Yeah. So we have this wonderful opportunity to kind of flow with Lesia on themes and imagining things that come up for us. And so a song that just came up for us was kind of a combination of those first three themes of consciousness, of attention, and relationship. This song goes all the way back to who even knows when, but Louis Armstrong had a hit with it. And to me, it speaks to where you put your consciousness and your attention. This is a romantic relationship, but it could be a relationship with yourself, with the spirit, with the universe. This is La Vie en Rose. Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast, it is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you smile, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en Rose. You smile, angel, sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be lovely.
Beautiful, gentlemen. Thank you. Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, and Kelby MacNayr on vocals and drums. So speaking of relationship, this is one of my favorite relationships through VTC. And what a gift it is every single Wednesday to be in relationship with these three dynamos and just brilliant, brilliant beings that express the way they do. And what a delight it is to watch them play together, to watch them connect with the music, with each other. I love watching Peter after you do a solo and people are clapping and you got this little grin on your face. I love watching Pablo just close your eyes and just go somewhere else as your fingers are like moving up and down the piano. And then Kelby just like in the zone with all of your percussion instruments there, and they're all communicating non-verbally together. Like, it's just incredible. Thank you. Oh, yes, yes. It's good, it's good, it's good. Yeah, so thank you, La Vie en Rose, thank you. And so I realized as I was standing there listening to that because there are so many new people here, that I'm going to back up a second and just even offer why it is that we have a yearly theme or a monthly theme to begin with. And that's so that we have something to anchor ourselves in, something to connect to from month to month to month as we're doing all of our exploring and celebrating and elevating, our expanding and connecting. And so I find, as someone who is at the front of the room quite often, to have a theme is something that can help to anchor the talks. It can help to anchor the music. And it's an invitation for all of us to lean into whatever that theme is, to explore how it's informing our life throughout the month. So this is why we have a monthly theme. And then just for fun, we have a yearly theme that can carry us through the entire year and sort of be the underlying current from month to month to month as our monthly themes are changing. So that's why we have these themes in the first place. So as we moved from relationship, we moved into forgiving. And this was highly informed by the forgiveness class that I taught at that time of year, which was such an incredible experience. And the book that it was based on is a beautiful book by Bishop Desmond Tutu and his daughter, Mpo Tutu. And I think there were 16 people in our class, and every single week there was just this incredible, amazing opportunity to come together as we use the book sort of as our anchor, throughout the process, to really explore what forgiveness looks like and feels like. And are we forgiving? Is there anything to forgive? And even people who showed up on the first day were like, I don't need this class. But then by the end of the first one, they're like, but I need this class. So it was just about learning about ourselves, about each other, and to let go of all the stuff that has kept us shackled to feelings like resentment and anger and frustration and annoyance, knowing that whatever we feel about anyone else, it directly correlates to something that requires attention within us, right? And so after forgiving, we moved on to compound interest, which was a really cool theme. And this was informed by a class that my husband Glenn and I were taking on atomic habits. And there was just this one day, I think we were driving in the car and thinking, what's the theme that wants to be known? What's the theme that wants to be leaned into for next month? And all of a sudden, just compound interest came in. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting, compound interest money, but really compound interest, what we focus on expands, right? And so whatever it is that we are paying attention to, whatever it is that we are in relationship with, whatever we are doing with the consciousness that we are, however we're directing it, we're compounding that interest, right? So we had a really fun and curious month when we opened up to compound interest, and we just kept going from there. And then it became about emotion. Emotion as in energy in motion. And that's what we all are, right? Like, we don't just feel emotions or express emotions. We are these walking, talking, living, breathing balls of energy. Pure energy expressing and moving and grooving and just expanding all the time. And so that month was an incredible opportunity for us. And I mean, it still is, to just really get clear on what is it that we're expressing as? What is it that we want to express more of? What is it that we're ready to let go of? And how are we directing the energy that we are? And so I'm looking over at Kelby again. This is like cool being like in relationship with Kelby. And I'm sensing that there's something that's coming up for you music-wise.
The idea of energy in motion, to me, speaks to kind of what Pablo does in everything. We've had the good fortune to work with Pablo for many years in different contexts. And Pablo is one of those rare artists who combines technical brilliance, musical brilliance, and like emotional brilliance. So we thought this would be a wonderful tune to invite him to, or a wonderful theme to invite him to present a piece inspired by the theme of emotion, energy in motion.
Woo! That was fantastic. Pablo does most of the arranging for the music that these guys play. Now, what was that you just played, Pablo?
It's a song called Palhaço, that means clown. It's a CD by Egberto Gismonti from Brazil, which is dedicated to children. So, what I understand is that it's almost like this roller coaster of situations, and you always keep a smile through different situations of your life. So it's almost like educating kids in some ways to manage emotions. It's what I get from it. But also, for those composers, like music have its own meaning, and it's always the two ways to interpret it. So, but yeah, it's Egberto Gismonti, beautiful piece. So.
Thank you. Yeah, I found myself feeling swept away and whirling and swirling and cascading and cloud. I mean, just like so many things just dancing about, and that was so beautiful, so great for emotion, energy and motion. Thank you. So this would take us to June, and at the end of June is when there seemed to be this delineating experience for me, for sure, and for our community, as I ended up in a collision at the end of June. And this community got a big opportunity, as did I, to see what would VTC look like without Rev.Lesia for some time. And so there was still a big concert that was happening in July, and July was informed by the concert, and Ginger Coyle is the one who was here, and her album was all about frequency. And so that is what our theme for the month was, frequency. What frequency are we tuning into? What frequency are we vibrating and resonating at? And the fact that that concert even happened, and happened in such an amazing, joyful, connective way, is such a testament to how this community can rally, how our board rallied, and how I was able to rally even with all the stuff that I had going on post-collision. So frequency was a phenomenal theme to lean into for the month. And I think for me, it's one of my personal favorites from this year, because it really was about paying so much attention to how I want to show up and how I want to be in the world, how I want to do all those other things, how I want to pay attention, how I want to be in relationship with people and experiences and myself. And, be forgiving, for others and of myself. And then to really, really focus on how is it that I'm directing the energy that I am. So frequency was a good one. And then because of circumstances, we decided that for not just me, but for a lot of people who are involved here at VTC, that it would be good to take a break. So in August, there was just those 3 dots. There was no theme. There was a pause in August. But then we came back, and because there was so much going on that was sort of new and unknown and unexpected, then September was about acceptance. September was about honoring, this is what's happening, this is how we're showing up, this is how we're arriving, this is how we're feeling in this moment. There was a lot of nervous system resetting talk. There was a lot of opportunity to just honor what is and to be okay with life being messy. Just because we are a spiritual community, just because we endeavor to open up to the infinite possibilities of who and what we are, the infinite potentiality of the quantum field, it doesn't mean that life has to be constantly expanding and getting bigger and better and more amazing and fantastic. Sometimes it means about just honoring, I am feeling like crap right now. I feel like my life is falling apart right now, and that's okay, because that's just what's happening. It doesn't mean that I am that falling apartedness. It doesn't mean that at some point I am going to rise up stronger and more vibrant for having gone through this. What it means is I'm allowing myself to show up exactly as I am. I'm expressing compassion and tenderness for myself and for anyone else who is feeling less than. It's okay. And so that month was all about honoring that and just being the way that we are and realizing that life doesn't always feel peachy keen, and that can be okay. And so we continued moving into this incredible theme. But before we went into that theme, we're going to back up because there was something about acceptance that sparked Kelby's imagination right now.
Well, no one writes music about acceptance, in my opinion, like Leonard Cohen writes music like acceptance. There are composers who can sometimes capture joy or sorrow, but acceptance is one of those rare spaces. So we thought we might try that. Hallelujah. Feel free to sing along. Say there was a magic chord David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. The baffled king composed, and hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Maybe I've been here before. I've walked this room and I've known this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch, but love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Kelby MacNayr. And then Pablo and Peter, yes. We have been blessed to hear that a few times this year, and every time it is so different. It's such a cool experience. Every time it's brand new. It's amazing. Thank you, gentlemen. It never gets old hearing that tune in this space. Whew. All right. So acceptance, and then moving in towards the end of the year, edging closer, and then kaleidoscopic was this. It felt sort of random, but there is no random, and it came about when Kelby and I were in conversation, getting close to the beginning of the month, and this was one of those where I said, you know what, let's just pick the tunes, because whatever the theme is, it isn't revealing itself, very obviously. And then as he was talking, all of a sudden the word just dropped and landed. And I'm like, I don't even know. But okay, that's the theme for the next month. And so it ended up being a really fun theme. And what was kaleidoscopic, I just realized I misspelled that. That the one person who did a Sunday talk, she actually built her own kaleidoscope so that she could have something to talk about, the experience of building her own kaleidoscope. That was Kay Judas, and it was such a good talk. And so that's commitment, for some of the people who show up here. This is how devoted they are. Like, I want to have the experience of building a kaleidoscope so I can know of what I speak. Anyway, so the whole idea of kaleidoscopic was that just life can look and feel so incredibly different from one now moment to the next. It can look different for a person that we're in relationship with, having what feels like the same experience, but Sharon can be having a completely different experience of right now than I. And it's so cool because we are each these unique, original, never to be repeated again expressions of that energy, that creativity, that dynamism, that spirit, that source, whatever it is that you call it, expressing every moment of every day. And what's so cool is the more intentional we get about how we express, the more we get to really enjoy the experience we're having, kind of like when you're turning a kaleidoscope, right? The more intentional you get, the more you pay attention to what's happening, the more present you are for the experience that you're having and the pictures and shapes that you're seeing. So then we moved into noticing. Noticing was just last month, and this is such a good one, and this harkens to authentic relating games. And this is about really just being aware of what is happening, how we're feeling from moment to moment to moment. And so it is such a great way to become more aware of what is happening, and why you're experiencing the life you're experiencing is just to notice. I'm noticing that this is what's happening for me. I'm noticing that this is how I'm feeling. I'm noticing that when that took place, then, ooh, it activated something in me. Whoa! Noticing that there's some energy on that side of the room to go along with that. The little intro. Okay, all right. Yeah. Oh, so that's okay. That's okay. I am noticing, yes, the comic relief. Thank you, Keely. Just what I was going to say. All right. And so then from noticing, which is something that we get to do constantly, on the regular, we land at peace. And that's what this month has been about so far, is about really allowing peace to set the tone. That this is something that is not on the outside that we have to look for or attain. That peace is a quality of who and what we are. And the more we focus our attention, the more we get in right relationship with the peace that is always available to us, the more we show up as that peace, the more we recognize it in others, and the more we experience a peaceful life. And so this is how we're ending our year. We're ending on peace, during this season of light, as winter solstice approaches, this incredibly busy time that can be so volatile for so many people, can be so overwhelming in so many ways. Well, here we are a New Thought community, and that means that one of the things we teach is personal responsibility for our life experience. There's no entity, no one pulling any puppet strings, no one making our choices for us. We are choosing every moment of every day. And the more we tune into and choose peace, then the more we get to experience it, and the more we get to show up as that for ourselves, each other, and our world. And so I'm wondering, because this is the end of our themes, if there's maybe something that you want to close us off with at this point in time. And I'm not, okay, great. I'm like, how much longer do I need to talk before you're like, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, we have, there's two contenders here. Depends on how you're all feeling. There's one that's a sing-along that we've used as our ender for the month so far. So you won't hear it tonight because we have a different surprise ender for you planned. So this would be a chance if you feel sing-along or if you feel instrumental on peace. Anyone feeling like a sing-along, raise one arm. Anyone feeling like a reflective instrumental, raise another. Oh, that's good. All right. All right. We're gonna do a mashup. We're gonna start with a beautiful, quiet. Well, it's an instrumental piece about peace, and then we'll go into this sing along. There we go. Okay, here we go. It's pretty easy. Well, I gotta have peace. Oh, sorry, D flat. Down in my. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Well, I gotta have peace. Sorry, hang on. We're just figuring out our key here. All right, here we go. Well, I gotta have peace down in my soul. I gotta have peace down in my soul. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace way down in my soul. I have decided to follow joy. I have decided to follow peace. I have decided to follow joy. Yes, I gotta have peace way down in my soul. Everybody, I gotta have peace. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Let's pick it up. I gotta have peace down in my soul. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace way down in my soul. All right, let's hear from Pablo Cardenas. All right, let's get all the hands down there. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace down in my soul. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace way down in my soul. One more time. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace down in my soul. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace way down in my soul.
Amazing with Winnie Cooper on the flute jumping in. Yay, Winnie. Oh, that's good. And that was the Kelby MacNayr original, everyone. Yaha, written especially for this month, for VTC, for Peace Month. To match your jacket there. All right. Okay, so we are about 5 minutes away from the end, and so we have just a few announcements to go through, but before I do, I'm going to hand out the You Are Beautiful box. And so this is just about open the box, take an affirmation or blessing for yourself out of there, close the lid, and then pass it on to the person next to you so everyone can get the message of how beautiful you are, all right? And so as that box is going around, I'm just going to ask everyone to check in. How are you feeling right now? Elevated, fantastic. Wow, feeling better than you did when you walked in? Definitely, amazing. Okay, all right. So as that affirmation box is going around, then I'm also going to just remind everyone that Actually, where are we in this? Oh, right. Okay, no, first of all, thank yous. So as we close out the year, there are so many people who are involved at VTC to help bring this kind of programming to life every single Wednesday, every single Sunday, and then all of the other stuff that happens here in between, because there's almost not a day that goes by where there isn't something happening in this building. Okay, so if you have ever volunteered, if you have ever brought someone, if you have ever participated in any way, could you please stand and be recognized? All right? Come on. Come on. All right? So there are people wandering around. There are musicians here. There are tech people wandering around. There's Denise, who is volunteering. She is our greeter on Wednesdays. She is our setup person on Wednesdays. She helps to garden. She and John turned that front garden into something super spectacular. Thank you. And then there are all these other people. Winnie has facilitated more than I think anyone else here. She just jumped right in when I asked her. And then we have Reverend Blenda, who is new to us, who is on the prayer team, who has been coming to almost every Elevate and every Celebrate since they moved back and is bringing friends with her. And then we have Leslie, and then we have Liz, and then I know we have Keely, but Keely is somewhere else. There are people who are tuning in online, and I want to say hi to Dax, tuning in online. Dax tunes in online on YouTube almost every single Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you so much for being in community with us. Now, there are also tons of other people who support the programming here, and so I just want to say thank you to everyone, to every single board member, every single greeter, every single prayer team person, every single volunteer who has ever contributed in some way and continues contributing, because this is how we build community, okay? So let's love these people up, all right? This is what we're going to tell them. We love you. We appreciate you. We're thriving and elevating with you. And I'm just going to invite everybody to stand on up so everybody can get loved up, because it's the end of the year Elevate, and it wouldn't be an amazing opportunity to love people up if we didn't all love each other up. Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's, thank you. So let's all love each other up, all right? We love you. We appreciate you. We're thriving and elevating with you. And now find one person and change those we's into I's, okay? Find one person nearby and let them know. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm thriving and elevating with you. All right, fantastic. Okay, so come on back. And so this joy, this upliftment, this feeling of connection that we are all feeling, it comes from a place that never runs out. And so I just want to invite everyone to go ahead and sit down again. All right? And now is an opportunity to support things like Elevate and the programming that you're experiencing here. And if you would like to do so financially, then there are several different ways to do so. They're listed on the screen here. And there is a silver bowl on the side table over there. You can drop some cash in there if you like. You can also volunteer your time, your talent. This is also how we build community together. So however it is that you are being generous of spirit, I invite everyone to place your hands on your heart, and together with enthusiasm, let's declare this generosity affirmation together. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. And so I invite everyone to close your eyes or lower your gaze for just a few more moments as we remain anchored and steeped in this gratitude that is appreciating, this appreciation that is compounding, as we focus our energy on the love, on the light, on the peace, on the abundance that we inherently are, and we give generously of that spirit. And so I'm so grateful to know that however it is that we are giving today, that energy of givingness and generosity goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. So for all of the abundance that is present, for all of the abundance that is on its way, I simply say thank you, thank you, thank you, and yes, please to more, as together we affirm, And so it is. All right. So if you don't have plans for Sunday morning, our very last service of the year is our traditional candlelighting and taizé service. And it's a taizé-style service, and so it is a beautiful opportunity to hear some more music and to hear stories and reflections from community members. So we're going to intersperse readings, music contemplation for the entire time together. It's a really, really beautiful way to end, and this time it falls on winter solstice, so an extra special candle lighting and taizé service. If you have been coming for a while, if you've been coming for a short while, and you are interested in becoming official, then please consider becoming a member. This is how we grow community. This is how we steward community together. About half the people in this room are members. And so, yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, please just come and talk to me. Let me know. There actually are forms on the back table and on the side table over there. What's on the Hap at VTC? If you want to know, best place to go is our website onto our events page. There are tons of things happening here every single month. Just click on the event. You'll get all the details. There is so much going on here. We are committed to offering many, many different ways for people to experience spirituality and to embody the love that they are more fully. If you are someone you know is in need of prayer, there is a little prayer box over by the silver bowl. You can just fill out a little form, put it in there, and our growing VTC prayer team will pray for you and yours affirmatively. You can also email prayers@victoriatruthcenter.org anytime. I get those emails, and they go to our prayer team as well. All right, just a reminder, this is the last Elevate of the year. No Elevate for the next 2 weeks. We will return on January 7th. Someone else will be here because that's actually my Christmas, with Julian calendar, Byzantine style. But we will be back on Wednesday, January 7th. And otherwise, it is time for our final tune. So just before we do that, I'm going to ask, are the glasses poured? Oh, could they please be? Liz, maybe you could help out. There's 2 bottles. Just a little bit of sparkly stuff. We're going to hand out, this is non-alcoholic, we're going to hand out some little glasses to everybody, and because this is kind of like our New Year's Eve, if you will. Yeah. And so we're going to end it with Old Lang Syne. All right, it's going to be a fun one. All right, so as the glasses are getting poured, I'm going to ask everyone to stand up. And Kelby's going to lead. Harmonize. Join in. This is our opportunity to really connect with each other as we close out our year at Elevate.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang forgot and never brought to mind. Should all acquaintance be forgot, and old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
All right, everyone, bless your neighbor till 2026. Go ahead.
Hey, Juna, there's dancing up here. All right, here we go, everybody.
Come on back.
Oh,
Lang syne, my dear,
for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to invite you to go back to your seats. Just move a little bit further out into the, okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, whether you were here in person or online. Thank you to Mr. Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, Kelby MacNayr on vocals and drums, the VTC Community Choir at the tables and in the seats. We love you, we appreciate you, and we will see you in 2026.
Part of the end.